H parameter. In a given two port, because we are talking about two port network here. So in a given two port network, let I2 and V1 are the dependent parameters and I1 and V2 are the independent parameters. So if you just recollect what we have discussed in the previous classes, when we were talking about Z parameter and Y parameter, we have taken in the one case I1, I2 is dependent and V1, V2 is independent. In the next parameter we have taken V1, V2 is dependent, I1, I2 is independent variables. Now in the third case of H parameter, we are saying that I2 and V1 are the dependent parameters, whereas I1 and V2 are the independent parameters. So we already know that two port means we will be having two input, two output. So this one I1, I2, V1, V2 sign conventions. So this is the example of two port network, right? So in this case what we are saying, I2 and V1, these two are taken as dependent parameter, whereas I1 and V2 we are taking as independent parameters. Now when we are writing this, so we will be writing the equation as V1, because these are the dependent values. So based on dependent only we'll write the function values. V1 is a function of I1 and V2. Say equation 1, because we always write dependent value as a function of independent values. So dependent V1 is a function of I1 and V2. Similarly, dependent I2 is a function of I1 and V2. So this is our equation 2. Now after getting equation 1 and 2, we'll say that small change in the dependent parameter. So the small change in dependent parameters is, so we are having here V1, the small change when we are going the rate of change will be taken as D, and the very small change will be taken with the dou. So the rate of change dV1 is equal to function of I1 V2 we are saying. So the rate of change with the derivative, partial derivative dou V1 by dou I1. Why we are taking V1? V1 is a dependent function, and the independent will be taken in the denominator, dependent will be taken into numerator, with the limit V2 is equal to constant di1 plus dou V1 by dou V2 with limit I1 is equal to constant dV2. Say equation 3. So how we are writing this equation? See equation 1. We are writing this equation for equation 1. The rate of change dV1, since we are saying that the rate of change value is a function of this one. So dou V1 divided by V1 I1, where V2 is constant. With respect to here we are having the value di1 plus dou V1 for dou V2, where I1 is constant for the function value V2. So this is the equation we have written for equation 1. Similarly, let's write the equation for equation 2. So here it will be di2 is equal to dou I2 divided by dou I1, because we are writing for I2 here. I2 is dependent parameter. So all the value numerator will be I2. Denominator will be these value I1 and V2. So here the value, since we are writing for I1, we'll get the limit value V1 is equal to constant, and this will be dI1 plus dou I2 divided by dou V2. Here we'll write I1 is equal to constant for dV2, say equation 4. Now we got equation 3 and equation 4, equation 1 and 2 respectively. Now let us make this equation 3 and 4 in the simplest form. Let's reduce to the equation 3 and 4 by taking the easiest parameters for this are the letter representation. So let's say that let us take di1. For the first we are saying di1 is equal to I1 and dv1 is equal to v1, di2 is equal to I2, dv2 is equal to v2. So these are the basic dv1, then dv2, di1, di2 respectively. We will be writing as I1, I2, v1, v2. Similarly, let's write for these functions. So let's dv dou v1 by dou I1 will be equal to h11. So if you have observed in the previous class for y and z parameter, when we were talking about z parameter, we have represented with the letter z there. When we were discussing with y parameter, we represented with y. Now we are talking about h parameter. So we will be representing with letter h here. So dou v1 by dou I1 is equal to h11. Then dou v1 by dou v2 is equal to h12. Then dou I2 by dou I1 is equal to h21. Then the last dou I2 by dou v2 will be equal to h22. So we got this equation. Let's write equation 3 and 4 by taking these reduced parameter values. So when we are going to write these values, so we can say that substituting these values in equation 3 and 4. So we can write dv1 can be written as v1 is equal to dou v1 by dou I1. Dou v1 by dou I1 can be taken as h11. Then di1. So di1 can be taken as I1 plus as it is dou v1 by dou v2. Dou v1 by dou v2 can be taken as h12 and dv2 can be taken as v2. So this is equation 5. Similarly, let's write for equation 4 di2. So di2 we can write as I2 is equal to, then what is the value we are having? Dou I2 by dou I1. Dou I2 by dou I1 can be taken as h21. Then di1 can be taken as I1 plus what is the value? Dou I2 by dou V2. Dou I2 by dou V2 we are having h22. So h22 with respect to dv2 we are having value as v2. So this is equation 6. Now equation 5 and equation 6 we can write in the matrix form. So equation 5 and equation 6 can be written as v1 I2 is equal to h11 H12, H21, H22 with respect to I1 V2. So this is our matrix form for H parameter. We got it. Now based on this, we will go ahead with solving case 1, case 2, case 3 and case 4, as 4 cases will arise here. Till here, is it clear with everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let's go ahead with case 1. In case 1, we will be saying that so case 1 will be saying let V2 is equal to 0. Then remember, when we are going for case 1, 2, we will be going with the equation solving for equation 5. Then case 3 and 4 will be for equation 6. Just a moment. I think there are few students waiting in the lobby. Let me take them in. Okay, so case 1 we were discussing. We said that let V2 is equal to 0, then equation 5 becomes V1. What is equation 5? We are having equation 5 as V1 equal to H11 I1 plus H12 V2, right? So when we are saying that V2 is equal to 0, this value, when equal to 0 means this value will become 0 for us. So we can write directly V1 equal to H11 I1. Or from this also we can say that V1 equal to H11 I1, H12 V2 will become 0. So that's the reason directly from equation 5 we are saying V1 is equal to H11 I1. Okay. Now we can write this equation as H11 is equal to V1 by I1. Okay. So therefore H11 is called as input impedance when output is 0. This is the first case. Now let's go ahead with the case 2. Case 2, let I1 is equal to 0. So here I1 and V2 was there. First we said V2 is equal to 0. Next we will be saying I1 equal to 0. When I1 equal to 0, H11 value will become 0. Only H12 value will get. So these value will be writing when I1 is equal to 0, equation 5 becomes H12 is equal to V1 by V2. How means V1 is equal to H1 to V2. So if we are having V1 equal to H1 to V2, then if you are writing the equation in terms of H12, we will be getting as V1 divided by V2. Therefore, H12 is reverse voltage ratio when input is open circuited. Now let's go for the next case, case 3. So in case 3 we are saying let V2 is equal to 0, then equation 6. So remember, first two we have taken equation 5. Next two will be going with equation 6. So equation 6 becomes I2 is equal to H21 I1. Therefore, H21 is equal to I2 divided by I1. From this we can say that therefore H21 is called reverse current. Reverse current ratio when output is short circuited. When output is short circuited. Now let's go ahead with case 4. Case 4 will be the last case to discuss for H parameter. So what is case 4? When I1 is equal to 0. So when I1 equal to 0, then equation 6 becomes, what will become equation 6? I2 is equal to H22 V2. Now we can write this as H22 is equal to I2 divided by V2. From here we can say that therefore H22 is called as reverse impedance when input is open circuited. So if you see here, we are having reverse voltage, reverse current. So open circuit, here short circuit. Then reverse impedance we are having as open circuit. And here directly output is 0 where input is having an impedance value. So if you see all these value, we are having both the parameters of open circuit as well as short circuit. So we can say this as since H parameter are taken with both open and short circuited terminal, short circuited terminals, these parameters are also called as hybrid parameter. So what we are saying, since we are having both open and short circuited terminal, because of these reason the parameter we discussed is known as hybrid parameter. So now we can say that H parameter is also known as hybrid parameter. So just recollect it, Z parameter known as open circuited,